Hey, hey guys, this is me, Rolando G. I'm back, man. Another video. Tragic, man. Rapper LeVar Huddleston, known as rapper Valle Vell, um, shot and killed his baby mama um, uh, on February 5th in Brown Deer, Wisconsin. Now, the whole situation is this: basically, his baby mother, Ariana, might have been cheating or had another man come to the house with her when the incident went down. And there's no justification for it, but like I said, a lot of Afro American male brothers are out here on one, man, super on one. And I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. I mean, but this just goes to show you how a lot of Afro American males are overlooked. Um, that a lot of men of color suffering from mental illness, and it's being really untapped. Um, and I'm like, and I'll say this, don't let a woman dictate your life because I mean, like I said, like these women out here nowadays, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They don't care about you. They have no remorse. Their hearts are hardened. Okay, because of whatever they've been through. Now it sounds like this chick came from a pretty good family. I know on the other side of the conversation, Hardcore Tito and them um, talk about this a whole lot with these certain sector of fellow women of color that look like me and you, or that look or that have the same skin tone, and a lot of them are very well. Well, you already know, the deal with the BAW and how she has declined and is a detriment to the fellow person that she calls her own. And it's getting to the point now where you have situations like this, like rapper Lavelle Huddleston, aka known as Belly Vell, cannot cope. Now he did a Facebook Live, and I saw the footage, and I'm not going to post it up on here, of course, because I'll probably get either copy strike or whatever. I don't know, probably not. But it was like almost like about a half hour bit live he did. He had shot, I guess, the other man, her friend, and his kid's mother, which is the Ariana chick. She's also 26. Valleyville was also 26. Okay, and what's crazy about this is that through the Facebook Live, somebody called. He told people to call the police. He had just shot his baby mama plus the friend plus her male friend who is undisclosed, and obviously he came up with her to help her pick up or drop off the son to him, as far as what reports go from the news media that interviewed the family. They've done this thing before, I guess it was visitation rights. It was his time to, to be with the kid. And something went down where it ensued to the point where he executed her, the friend, and her. And at this point now, it's just almost like there's two different stories. And after he mercilessly executes those two, the son, I guess, is present. The 2 or 3 year old son is present while this is happening. I don't know if he could tell something was going on or what. You could tell the child was probably going to eventually not really remember, but there's going to be something traumatic in him, in his body, that's going to happen when he gets a little older. That something's going to trigger something, and I hope not. But he's too little to understand what took place, and he's not going to have any parents now. And this is all about the kids. See, the kids are heavily affected when you have kids in these type of situations. The kids are heavily affected, And Velival, he wasn't really looking at himself. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't even trying to even see that. Okay, let me think about this first, because but his mental illness got the best of him, and he basically said this is it, and he knew it was it. He knew what he did was going to be a detriment to him anyway. So what did he do? He took himself out too. And in the live, he's calling out everybody on the balcony at that place that he was living at, saying, "Come and get my son, come and get my son," because I don't want to do nothing to him. Which was real noble of him in a sense. Not that he's noble, I mean, in any case, with what he did. And I don't really want to go into this Ariana, his baby mama. I don't know much about her, but what has been said, but how women are and how women can be. And at the same time, uh, something went down, and I'm telling a lot of fellow men of color out here, do not let this woman get to the best of you where you got to go the route of execution, taking somebody's life. You know what I mean? I get about the Daggle, I get about the BAW and how she is, but you never let it get to this, you know. And it's pretty sad, man. It's just pretty sad because the child's involved. The 2-year-old son is involved. I mean, yeah, you know. And this happened on February 5th. About less than about this is about like the first week, about a couple of days ago. Yeah, yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah, no, actually last week. Yeah, I think over this weekend actually. Yeah, my bad. He turned the gun on himself. He did like a long Facebook live for about 30 minutes and explained he had been going through a lot. He said he's tired. He's tired of this, and he went to the room, and then he got on his knees, started praying, and then I think that's where the camera cuts, and I think he had executed his own self offline. And before he did that, he put the little boy in the living room and turned on his little kid, I guess, programs, and told him to look at his programs. Stay in the room. And then he kept going out back and forth, talking about, why he's ending his life and why he had to end the baby mama's life. And I guess that he didn't talk about the part where the friend, where there was an additional person that was another undisclosed person that was there. And that was probably her friend, new boyfriend, who knows, and he's now deceased too. They're claiming that there's another male that was there with her. I guess that was there, and they both, or one of them was trying to defuse the situation before it came to a cataclysmic, ending for all parties involved. And I could just not really imagine. I don't even want to imagine the little boy, in the aftermath of all that, sitting there with all those dead bodies in the house, and it's just sad, man. But like rest in peace to Valle Vell. But this is just why men of color, need to get help. Afro men, you need to get help. You know, um, I know I've been through a lot. I haven't had any baby mamas or various girlfriends and stuff to, and maybe that's a good thing, because this situation I don't wish on anybody. And having kids in this day and age is tough, and I'm trying to understand why people want to continue to have kids. I understand it's the process of life, but sometimes certain people shouldn't even become parents, and some people don't need to be parents, and everybody should not have kids. And then you run into situations of uncertainty when you think you're in love with somebody, it doesn't work out. What are you doing to yourself? And then life comes along between you and that person, you and that woman, the life as a child, girl or boy, and you're putting them in the mix of a chaotic relationship because they didn't ask to be here, but you're putting in them in a position to where you're not even asking, you're just putting them in it. And I recently have a situation where I'm seeing my sister, my own sister right now, go through that, go through it. It's not as bad, but marrying the wrong person. So at the end of the day, man, like, let this be a lesson to everybody. Stop getting into relationships with people because we're seeing more and more evidence, people of color, younger generation of people of color having kids, and both parents are coming from dysfunctional family settings. And these kids have to be in these settings with these two parents who are both dysfunctional. Now, it sounds like this baby mom was going for some kind of nursing assistance job or whatever, a career. She had her own business, I think. And from the looks of it, she looks like she's some kind of, glamour type, chick, you know, like a lot of, women in her generation are, into the fake up makeup stuff, and all that. But it's just, sad all the way around. Both 26 years old, and I'm way older than these two. I'm soon to be 40, and it's like, man, I mean, and then I'm not just tripping off that, but I'm tripping off the kid, their son. Somehow in the back of his mind, somebody's gonna have. I mean, somewhere some relative, and they actually interviewed I think the uncle of the Ariana Nicole chick, who also 26, who had the son with rapper Valle Vell. Her brother said he used to say he was the one to protect her and all that when they were younger, and he wish he could have did that. And you could tell the hurt, you know. But they said that they would take in, the young, infant, 2 year old, 2 year old, and raise him and always be there for him. So yeah, sad state of affairs in this early second month part of 2022, with the continuation and dysfunction of people of color in this day and age, and especially this young generation of people of color. So let this be a lesson, man. Don't let your ex get the best of you. Don't. I mean, and if you don't need to get into a relationship, don't get into a relationship. And don't let your passions get the best of you, because the one night of passion can be a lifetime of misery. All right, this is Rolando G. More to come. Sorry I've been gone lately. A lot going on. I'll be back for more commentary. I'm out. Peace. Take care of yourselves.